Your GPS can lie convincingly and you might never notice. In the next few minutes, you'll see how GPS spoofing and jamming actually work, and how a 60-second hack can quietly rewrite what your devices believe about the world. This matters to you because your phone, your maps, your deliveries, even emergency services depend on invisible radio signals you rarely think about. If those signals are twisted or silenced, your sense of where you are can be silently reshaped. At the center of it all is GPS, the Global Positioning System, a constellation of satellites broadcasting ultra-precise time signals. Your receiver calculates its position by measuring how long those signals take to arrive. It doesn't see pictures of Earth, it just solves timing math problems. That's why GPS is fragile. If someone blinds it or feeds it fake numbers, the math fails. Or worse, quietly lies. Imagine a container ship captain, exhausted at 3 a.m., trusting the digital chart in front of him. One night, his ship's GPS position begins drifting a few hundred meters off reality, little by little. Outside, the coastline looks right, but the screen shows him safely in the channel. In truth, a hidden transmitter onshore is sending stronger, fake GPS-like signals, slowly pulling his virtual ship onto a path that brushes a sandbar. He only realizes something is wrong when the hull vibrates and alarms scream. The crew avoids disaster, but later, investigators find nothing physically broken, only logs showing perfect-looking, completely fabricated coordinates. That's GPS spoofing in human terms. Technically, spoofing means imitating real satellite signals but with crafted data. A spoofer generates radio signals at the same frequencies as GPS satellites, encoding false timing and orbit information. Because those fake signals are nearby, they arrive stronger than the ones from space. Many receivers simply trust the loudest, clearest signal. A careful attacker starts by matching the real satellites so the receiver locks on, then slowly shifts the fake data so your calculated position walks away from reality without obvious jumps. That 60 seconds is the gradual drift window that keeps you from noticing. Pilots, ships, drones, and even your car's navigation can be nudged like this. Jamming is cruder but easier. Instead of faking data, you just drown it. A jammer blasts noise on the same frequencies as GPS, raising the radio floor until the weak satellite signals vanish in static. Your receiver suddenly can't solve the timing equations, so it either freezes, throws an error, or falls back to dead reckoning based on your last known movement. A pocket-sized jammer can knock out GPS in a parking lot. A higher power rig can disrupt navigation across a harbor or construction site. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. The benefits of GPS are enormous. Precise farming, synchronized power grids, disaster response, global logistics, and everyday convenience for you as you travel or order rides and food. Yet the more we depend on one vulnerable system, the more tempting it becomes to attackers and even careless users. What happens when a cheap jammer used to hide a truck's location also blinds nearby ambulances? What if spoofed coordinates quietly reroute a delivery drone over a crowd? Defenders are responding. Some receivers now watch for impossible signal patterns, sudden time jumps, or satellites appearing from the wrong directions. Multi-constellation chips compare GPS with signals from Galileo, GLONASS, or Beidou, and cross-check against inertial sensors or maps. Critical systems are adding backups. Terrestrial radio beacons, fiber-based timing, or even old-school visual navigation procedures. Governments are mapping spoofing hotspots, regulating jammers, and testing resilient infrastructure. But technology alone isn't enough. Awareness matters. When your map glitches, your rideshare route looks bizarre, or GPS unavailable lingers, don't just shrug. Ask whether the signals themselves might be under stress. For businesses, that means auditing how location data is trusted, logged, and verified, not assuming coordinates are automatically true. The simple takeaway is this: GPS is less like a perfect truth machine and more like a quiet rumor that must be cross-checked. Treat location as a clue, not a verdict, and you stay safer in a world where radio signals can be bent. Like and subscribe to explore how technology is reshaping our world.